We begin today with some intentional belly breathing, sitting in a comfortable position or lying down. Just take a moment to notice how the body feels. Place one hand on your chest and the other hand on your belly. Inhale through your nose, allowing the belly to expand, pushing your hand away. And as you exhale, notice your hand come back in towards your body, and the chest remains still. Inhale to the count of 5, allowing your belly to expand, and exhale to the count of 5, allowing the belly to contract. Continue this belly breathing for 6 or more rounds. And after your next exhale, release the hands down, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears and then dropping them down towards the earth. Inhaling the shoulders up and exhaling the shoulders down. Then begin to get the arms involved, allowing the shoulders to continue to shrug up and down, also forward and back, drawing the breath. Straightening the arms, looking over now the left shoulder, coming back to the center and looking over the right shoulder, keeping the spine nice and long. Inhaling back to the center, and then exhale, bring the chin to chest, opening up the back of the neck. And gently looking up, lifting the heart, but protecting the neck by not going too far. Reach the right arm up and back, allowing a gentle twist of the spine as we look over the right shoulder. Breathing naturally and evenly as we come back, reaching the left hand over, looking over the left shoulder, and as we're ready, coming back to the center. Moving into our cat and cow. Exhaling, drawing the spine back. Inhaling, lifting the chest up and through into cow. Arching the back into cat. Matching our breath with our movement. Reminding ourselves to listen to the body, to only go to the point that works for us today and every day. Using the hands on the knees to engage a circle from the spine, pressing around in one direction, really getting those arms involved as we lean forward, and then switching directions, feeling that stretch in the shoulders, in the back, as we rotate around. And then return to center. Keeping that spine neutral once again, elongating through the top of our head, noticing that balance of effort and ease from the back body and the front body. And then turning over to the long side of our mat, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. Moving back, elongating the legs, heels down, toes up, into staff pose. Shrug the shoulders down against the spine, against the rib cage. The neck is long. The posture is proud. We're grounded into the earth. Good, reaching the arms up overhead, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Just to the point that works for us today. Maybe your hands are placed on your shins or on the ground, on either side of your knees. Maybe you're using a strap. Maybe you're grabbing the toes. Everyone's practice is different. Listen to the body, inhaling up into staff pose, then bending the right knee, bringing the heel towards the glute. Yours may not go in the same exact position. Just listen to your body. Allow the knee to drop out to the side. We can elongate the spine, we can lean forward, or we can do a full head to knee fold. So again, adjusting so that chest is over the thigh. But once again, listening to the body. Maybe the strap is around the bottom of your foot. And you're just gently pulling in the direction of your foot, and that is totally okay. Ready? Come on up. Bring the knee back in, crossing it over, sitting up nice and tall, either hugging that knee in or rotating the right arm back, looking over the right shoulder. And if we like, we can press the outside of the left elbow into our half lord of the fish. Remember that just hugging onto that knee is fine. Using your strap to hug onto that knee is fine. You do not have to twist this far. And if you're really straining or struggling to hold on, don't go as deep. Find that balance. And releasing the knee, uncrossing, sitting up tall, inhale, and exhale, release the right leg down, bending the left knee, heel towards glutes, sitting up as tall as we can today. Inhale and exhale, allow the knee to drop out, adjust your sit bones. Heel down, toe up on the right leg. We can inhale up, exhale, forward fold over that leg, or put the strap around the bottom of the foot and pull in that direction. Just breathing, allow the stomach to become soft, Allow the elongating in the hamstring, in the low back. And if you're feeling any twinge or tightness, just back off from the stretch. And come on up. Good. Bring the left knee in, hug it to chest, cross it over the right knee, hugging onto that knee or twisting a little, twisting a lot, using the right elbow and looking over the left shoulder. It's always choose your own adventure. Do what is right for your body today. Keeping the spine as long as we can, breathing into this twist. Begin to invigorate our body for our practice today. And releasing the knee, bringing heel to glute, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, place the left foot down. Adjusting your sit bone, sitting up into staff pose. Inhale the arms up, exhale, forward fold over those feet. Remember, our practice is about our journey, not the destination. So listen to that body. Back off when you need to. Take your time when you need to, and rest when you need to. Good. Coming on up, placing the bottoms of the feet towards one another in bound angle. Now maybe sitting up straight is our goal today. Maybe bringing our feet a little bit closer, or maybe just keeping a neutral spine is what we're looking for. Pick any one of these options, or none of these options. Just do what works for you. Remember, if your hips are really tight or your knees are uncomfortable in this position, you can sit on a little pillow or folded up blanket to ease some of that kind of rough angle there. All right, now if you want to, and you've got the flexibility there, and you'd like to forward fold, feel free. But your breath should be smooth and even. Need to back off from the stretch, that's okay. Gently walk yourself up. Good. And close those knees in together. Adjusting so that we point our feet towards the corners of our mat. Yours may not go totally in that direction. That's okay. It does not matter where they end up. Now, some people will be able to forward fold. Some people will just keep the hands right behind them. Where you feel the stretch is in the right position for you. If you can, keep the heels down and point the toes up. Just allow your body to be in that place it needs to be today. You can always come up and reset. We can just take a break. And if you're ready, we can move on. Sitting up nice and tall, allow both knees to drape over to one side of the body. Keep the chest lifted, the shoulders wide, and then rotate over to the other side. Continue breathing through the movement, inhaling up and exhaling down. Feel free to adjust your foot position as well so it's more comfortable for you. And move the hands either closer to your glutes or farther away so that you can keep your spine as neutral as possible. Good. Rotating towards the long side of your mat, sitting up nice and tall, and rolling down. Good. Inhale the knees to chest. Rocking gently side to side if that calls to you today. inhale and exhale as normally and evenly as possible. Third, allow the feet to come down, hands to the sides. Draw the tailbone towards the heels, then lift the hips up into bridge. Taking our time, maybe not going the highest ever on the first bridge we do of the day. Just noticing the contact of the heel and the sides of the feet, the toes, into the earth. And lower down, then inhale the knees to chest. Maybe turning the head side to side, or maybe your head's still on the mat. There's no judgment here. To breathe and feel and listen to your body. Inhaling up to bridge, and if you'd like to try a variation, you can lift one leg up into the air and stretch that hamstring and calf by pointing the toes towards the earth and towards the sky. Then you can also do a little lift here, pressing that foot and those hips up and then allowing them to come down. Or you can just hold in the bridge. Good. Maybe lifting the left leg straight up, flexing that ankle, extending it, pointing the toes up and down. And then if you'd like to add a little press, you can, or just hold it there, or remain in a regular bridge, or rest. Listen to your body. If you'd like to try going up on the toes, and perhaps drawing the shoulder blades in towards one another, opening the chest, lifting the heart, pressing the arms into the earth. Releasing the shoulders, unshrugging them on your mat. Knowing that you can also try lifting from the hands under the hips or just pressing through the backs of the arms. You can also lift the toes, keeping the heels down, so that you have many variations. And you can do any option at any time. I invite you to try them, see what's for you, and leave what's not. Good, moving into knees to chest, rocking and rolling up into our boat pose. We could stabilize behind us. We can hold on, we can rest. We can try something a little more difficult, arms to the sides. Or even harder, arms overhead. Remember, choose your own adventure. You can extend one leg, extend the other. Just hold any of the above. So always just suggestions and never commands. You can pick and choose any part of it you like. Good. Resting. And then coming back on our mat just a little bit, rolling on over into a table position. I'm going to do a trap shrug here. So keeping the arms straight, wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips, keeping the core nice and tight. We're going to let the center of the body drop down. Just working on a little bit of shoulder mobility here. So it's like doing a push-up just for the upper part of your back. Letting the chest sink down, pulling it back up. Good. repositioning if you need to. Moving into our cat, cow, breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. Trying to articulate each vertebrae as we move, tucking that pelvis as well as the head. So not just the middle part of our back, right? We want the neck and the tailbone also involved. So when we do this, we can also kind of move off to one side, one hip, reaching out through the opposite arm. It's maybe a little side stretch in there as well. So play with it a little bit and find what your body needs, what feels good today. Good. Coming back to the center, moving into spinal balance crunch, inhaling up and exhaling down. Reminding yourself that you can do something a little different if you like. You can rest, you can move into sunbird. A little more glute activation here. You can also pump that foot up towards the sky. And then moving on to the other side. The spinal balance, moving into the crunch. And staying with each one of these as you like, or moving into the other, totally up to you. Keep breathing through your movements. And coming back to table, sit back, extended child's pose, reaching the arms out, keeping the neck long. Checking in with yourself. Perhaps rotating the wrists around, taking a little break. Keeping them where they are, and moving into shoulder stretch by clasping the hands behind or clasping a strap or a block or a towel between the hands and lifting the arms as far as they go today. And holding it up there, or just continuing on extended child's pose. Inhale forward to kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down. Try to hover and hold for a second before we inhale up. So doing a yoga push-up here. And then you can release to the ground and then come back to extended child's pose. Inhale forward, kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down, lift up to cobra. Exhale back, extended child's pose. Keep it going. Inhale forward, exhale, lower down, and move into locust pose. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Feel free to change the hand position or keep it in the standard locust if you like. I like the goalpost position because I like to open the shoulders back a little bit more. There's also the Superman flutter, just holding isometrically, and the nap position. Okay, Bending the left heel to left glute, quadricep stretch, engage the glute muscle. If you don't quite reach with a hand, feel free to use the strap, a towel. You can switch hands over to the other side if that's accessible for you, or use the strap, or you can just kind of kick that foot up and over towards the other side. Good. Releasing it down. Inhaling the right heel to the right glute. Quadricep stretch. Nice little shoulder stretch as well for grabbing that foot. Remember to engage, squeeze the glute muscle. Breathing into the front of the thigh. And then as you're ready, you can reach, you can pass it off to the other hand, or you can just lift that foot up and over and let the weight of the leg carry the lower body into the twist. Good. And gently release. If you'd like to move into bow pose, feel free. Or you can just stretch one leg at a time, as we just did. This is not for everybody, so do not feel like you must do this. But if you are, be sure to inhale and exhale. And listen to any messages your body is sending. Resting for a moment, checking in with yourself, slowing the chatter in your mind, and reserving this time for yourself. When you're ready, pushing up and back to extended child's pose. Coming forward, either continuing into child's pose or into downward facing dog. If in downward facing dog, pedal the feet, allowing the toes to bend, the bottom of the foot, the arch. Bend the knees, push your weight towards your heels, then straighten the legs. Once again, pedal the feet. And then try bending the knees down, push your weight back towards your heels, then straighten the legs. Good. Inhale forward to plank or kneeling plank. Notice how strong you are. Exhale back to downward dog and inhale forward to plank. So if you're on the knees, inhale forward to kneeling plank and exhale back to extended child's pose. Good. Allow yourself to come down, hover and hold for a moment. Lift up and through to cobra or upward facing dog. Push back to downward dog or child's pose. Totally up to you which levels you're working at. And you can change it up. Inhale forward, exhale lower down, inhale lift, exhale, push up and back. Well done. Pedaling the feet once again. If you're in downward dog, lifting the right foot up, bending the knee between the arms and lifting up towards the elbow, lifting up towards the other elbow, lifting up. Excellent. Same thing on the other side. Bring through the arms, lift up, bring towards the elbow, lift up, and the other elbow. Lift up and back down. Lift the right foot up into the air, bend the knee forward between the hands into lunge. You can also go to kneeling lunge. If you bend the knee lower to the ground, you want a deeper workout, a harder workout, or you can straighten the legs a little bit for an easy one. You can drop the arms down behind the back or just to your sides to give your shoulders a break, or you can keep them up there. Bring the left hand down towards the earth or your block. Lift the right hand up. Allow the rib cage to rotate and the hips to open. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Bring the right hand towards the earth. Left hand up. Good. Bring the left hand down. Pivot the left foot towards the long end of your mat. Windmill the arms up into Warrior Two. Raising over the right hand as it follows your right knee. Lean forward, scoop that hand back to Reverse Warrior. Now we can stay in Reverse Warrior, or we can cycle through between Warrior Two and Reverse Warrior with our breath. Or you can keep in Reverse Warrior or Warrior Two the entire time, totally up to you. Good, straightening the front leg, reaching the right hand down, left hand up. Into a triangle. Good, coming back up, Warrior Two, bend that front knee again. Place the right hand or the right arm onto the knee. You can lift the left arm up, behind the back, straight out over the head. For side angle. And you also have the option to bind, which would be grabbing the hands or a strap between the hands or towel between the hands. These are all just options for you. Hand can stay on the hip, arm can stay on the leg. So all side angle. Good. Reach the right and left hand down towards the ground. Push the right foot up towards the air and back towards Downward Dog or Extended Child's Pose. Inhale forward to plank or kneeling plank. Exhale lower. Inhale lift up to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale back to Downward Dog or Child's Pose. Good. Coming to the knees. To Child's Pose. Let the body drape over, rotate the wrists, reach the hands out, let the thumbs come up and out, rotating those arms, bringing the hands to prayer pose towards the back of the head. Once again, reaching the arms out, Extended Child's Pose. Coming forward, we can come into Downward Dog or Child's Pose. Forward to plank, kneeling plank, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, Cobra, Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Dog or Child's Pose. Bring the right foot up. Step it between the hands, pivot that back foot, back up in Warrior Two. Straighten that leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. No wide-legged forward fold. Hands are down there for support, or you can hold onto the elbows. Or just keep them down on the ground. I like doing that so I can let my head dangle around a little, release the tension in the neck. Just breathe. Inhale up, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. rotate the left foot and windmill the arms around. Warrior 2 on the left side. You can pivot that hip into one, arms overhead, arms down, you can go behind the back. And you can bend the knees for a little more heat, or straighten the legs if you need a little bit more of a break. Totally up to you. Arms overhead. Exhale, rotate the right hand down, left hand up. Remember, all of this can be done in a kneeling lunge as well. And switch it out, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down, pivot that back foot. We're going to windmill those hands up once again to Warrior 2. And then move into your reverse warrior. And you can stay there, or you can move back into Warrior 2 and cycle back and forth between the two poses. Warrior 2, reverse warrior, Warrior 2, and reverse warrior. Okay, straighten the front leg, reaching the left hand down, the right arm up to triangle. And windmill the arms to back up. Warrior 2, left hand down towards the thigh. Into side angle. You can lift the arm up, out overhead for extended side angle. You can keep it behind the back. You can move into a bind. Any one of these movements. Good, windmilling the arms down, rotating, and bringing the left foot up into the air, coming back, downward dog to plank, to up dog or cobra, and then coming back, downward dog, stepping forward the right foot, then the left, press the earth away as we come up, extended mountain to mountain. Good, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, holding on to the elbows, maybe swaying side to side, allowing the weight of the upper body to deepen your stretch. Taking a moment to check in with yourself again, perhaps releasing the hands, ensuring that your head and neck are also released. Inhale up to a flat back. And you can exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to extended mountain, mountain. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Moving into our balancing poses, we can go into the tree and start checking on our hip to make sure it's not popped out. Remember, you want both legs pressing in to each other, choosing the hand position of the day. And we could also challenge ourselves with a little bit of movement. So by bringing our leg out to the side and back, maybe changing our arm position, bringing the leg out again, and one more time. Good, shake it out. When you're ready, moving on to the other side, either starting with your kickstand or straight up to your calf or thigh. Totally up to you. like to add movement, feel free. If you'd like to just balance where you're at, go for that. Try reaching to different spots in space. Any of the above. And when you're ready, come on down, shake it out. And cycling through your pigeon and eagle, and if you'd like to go into dancer, I won't do it here today, but you choose. And when you're ready, move over to the other side. Breathing through the healing help us in something that's difficult, when we're trying to focus. Just to focus on the breath. And as you're ready, shake it out. Moving to the top of our mat, inhale up, exhale, forward fold, inhale up to flat back, exhale, forward fold, inhale all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Inhale, extended mountain, exhale, forward fold, placing the hands down, and stepping back, and sitting back, now into child's pose.
Come forward, press the right foot in between the hands, lift both hands up, kneeling lunge. Perhaps bring the arms behind the back, allowing the shoulders to widen, the heart to lift. You can bring the left hand down, right arm up, twisting lunge. Inhale, exhale, right hand down, left hand up, keeping that spine nice and long from the tailbone to the top of the head. Good. Bring the left hand down, press the right heel down into the ground, toes come up, we forward fold over that right knee. This might be kind of uncomfortable for some people, so no need to touch the ground. Good, and we're going to come back into child's pose. Take a breath here. Come forward, stepping the left foot forward. Press up. Kneeling lunge. Folding the arms behind. Lift the heart. Release the hands, bring the right hand down, left hand up. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. Exhale, release the left hand down, bring the right hand up towards the sky. Good, inhale. And exhale, bring the right hand down. Rock the toes up, the heel down, forward fold over the left leg. And once again, you may just be sitting straight up here. Do not need to forward fold if you're already feeling that pull in the hamstring. Good, come forward and bring that left foot back. Sit back, extend the child's pose. Come forward, stepping forward the right foot, left foot, press the earth away, stand up. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swoop the arms back and forward as we sit into chair pose, bringing the hands to heart center, or maybe bringing them overhead. Remember, you can deepen your chair, sitting more back towards the heels, or not. We can add the twist by looking over the right shoulder. Just be sure to do it on the other side if you're going to do the twist. And looking over the left shoulder. Returning to center. If you'd like to try balancing chair, you can. You could deepen, or you can lighten. Good. Coming on out, shaking the legs out, stepping the feet out, toes pointed out a little bit, sitting down into our goddess pose. Remember, your shoulders are down, away from the ears, the neck is long, the elbows are slightly bent. Good. Inhale up, exhale, come back down into Moonflower. Up to you how far down you want to go, or if you just want to hold it there. Take breaks whenever you need to. You can change your arm position once again. And shake those legs out. Good. Moving into our sunflowers, lifting the arms up. Folding and bending slightly like you're picking that sun up and putting it up in the sky. Switching the arm that's in front. And then sitting down once again into your goddess pose. Good. Coming up, walking those feet in or jumping those feet in. Moving into garland pose. So you may need to adjust the feet a few times, finding the spot that works for you. The hips are going to go down, chest is going to go up. So the outsides of the elbows are going to go towards the insides of the knees, but they don't have to, which is maybe what we're working towards today, but not necessarily what we're going to achieve, and that's okay. So if you need to stand up and adjust, feel free to do so anytime. Once again, placing something underneath the heels if your Achilles are very tight. And you can also sit into a bound angle. So we're doing these practices. We're going to add that movement once again. You grab onto the toes or onto the ankles or the shins, rotate the hips up, head down, and then flip it around. Head up, hips down. Hips up, head down. Now this is not an easy move, so feel free to hold on to the floor, hold on to the feet, hold on to the shins, or hold on to the back of a chair. That's totally okay. Good. Alright, so we've been doing this because we're going to try a little bit of the crow pose, or working towards it, which I'm just demonstrating here first. If you've never done it, please don't try it just yet. It's an arm balancing pose. So my feet are off the ground and my insides of my knees are resting on my elbows as I come forward. So the way that we practice this is we place the insides of the knees against the elbows and just shift our weight. So I'm shifting my weight from my feet towards my hands. That's how you practice. And this may be all that you do today, and that is okay. Shift the weight from the feet to the hands. If you're ready, you want to try lifting up one foot and then come back down. Lift up one foot and come back down. Just make sure the knees are hugged in towards the backs of the arms. And maybe you can try shifting the weight just a little bit more. So hands are placed on the mat, pressing into the mat. This takes some time to play with and learn. So this may not be something we achieve today, but that's okay. Take some practice. But really, once again, just shifting back to front is how we get there. And then as we feel more comfortable and maybe our balance increases, we can begin to pick one foot up and then the other. We just want to go really, really slow so we don't do a face plant. But as always, you can just continue with the rocking, shift the weight from back to front. Good. Continue on with that as much as you like, and when you're ready, go ahead and sit on down. Rotating those wrists, maybe pressing the top of the hand down, palm towards you. Same thing on the other side. So remember, not all poses are for everyone, and that's totally fine. So it's okay to try things out and say, you know, I don't like that, and not do it. It's totally okay. So moving back into our shoulder shrugs, reaching our right arm down, left arm up overhead, keeping that space between the shoulders and the ears. Reaching out as far as we can, keeping the hips on the ground, elongating the spine. Good, coming back up to center, sliding the left hand down, right arm up overhead. Head is still in line with the spine. Good, and coming back up to center. Moving into some modified side plank. So we're placing the forearm on the mat, knees and hips in line with the elbow. Then we're going to press the hips into the air. We can reach one arm up. We can add twists if we like, or we can just hold the hand on the hip. Any version is fine. You can also reach out the left leg and lift it up for a little extra fun. You can actually move that foot around too if you want a little more challenge as well. And we can lower on down, rolling over or flipping over onto the other side. Once again, lining everything up the best you can, lifting the hips up, and then you can add whatever variation you like. Being sure to breathe. Keeping the left shoulder away from the ear. It's going to want to drop in there. So we got to press into the earth, elongating. Reaching the right leg out. Lift the right leg up in the air, maybe the right hand. So these are just some options for your side plank. Good. Coming back to the original side. If you'd like to go to the full plank, we can do that. You're going to stagger step your feet. So here I'm placing my right arm down and my right foot in front, my left foot in back. So I'm heel to toe and then lifting up. So if your elbow and forearm are hurting because of the surface you're on, you can roll up the mat underneath it. And you can always go back down to your kneeling. And you can mix it up. You can kneel and then be on the feet, and then be on the knees, then be on the feet. And when you've had enough of that, roll over to the other side. I'm on a rock here, so this really hurts my elbow. So once again, keeping the bent knee or stagger step. My left foot is in front, and I'm going to lift up. You can stack your feet as well. Some people like that better. Pick what you like. If you like none of those and would like to stay on the knees, feel free to do that. You want to keep the shoulders in line the best you can, and breathe through it. When you've had enough, go ahead and lower on down. Sit up nice and tall. Sitting back and then forward into our cat and cow, breathing through it, exhaling back, inhaling, lifting the heart up and through. Resetting back at the center, nice long spine, and slowly rolling down, one vertebrae at a time, till we reach the mat. Inhale the knees to chest. allowing ourselves a little low back massage, rocking side to side. Releasing the feet down. Good. Right leg out, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Now we can walk the hands up, the leg. We can use a strap, and we can also bend the right knee to give us a little break on our low back. So once again, only going to the point that works for your body today. Inhale. Exhale, allow the leg to drop out to the side of the body. You can support it with the hand, or if it's just too much, you can bend the knee and just let the hip open out to the side. And you can let it rest on the ground or in your hand, or you can use a strap to hold on. Try to keep the rest of your body in line with the earth. Good. Bending the knee towards the shoulder. You can use a strap or hold on to your yoga toes with your yoga fingers. You can also grab on to the outside of the foot. But if you're really straining to reach it, then I highly recommend using a strap. Good. Release, bring the knee to chest, and extend the left leg down. Good. Inhale the right knee to chest, give it a squeeze. Extend the right leg out. You can walk the hands up to the head to knee pose. You can bend the left knee if that feels better, or keep that leg straight, up to you. Just breathe. When you're ready, extend the left arm out. Allow the right leg to drop out to the side, supported with the hand or a strap. Once again, you can bend the right knee as well, kind of in the Captain Morgan position. Good. Inhale, foot up, grabbing onto the big toe on the inside or the outside, allowing the knee to come out towards the shoulder, bottom of the foot towards the sky. Once again, using a strap also really helps in getting this stretch. Good. Releasing the toes, bringing the knee to chest once again. Inhale. And exhale, release the foot down. Resetting the spine, tucking the tailbone towards the heels, and inhaling up to bridge. Keeping the glutes nice and tight. Core is engaged. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale, the knees to chest, bringing the chin to chest as well. Good. Grabbing onto both big toes or the outside of the feet, or holding on with your strap. You're moving into happy baby as we rock side to side. And releasing the feet, bring the knees to chest. And then releasing the feet down to the mat. Allow the feet to come to the sides of the mat, bringing the knees in together. And then let one knee drop in and the other out. Taking our time, either moving with the breath on each in and out, or just holding it off to one side for a few breaths, in and out. Adjusting your foot position so that your hips feel comfortable. And as we move, perhaps just checking in with how we're feeling now, as we allow the knees to come to the center and the feet stay wide. Checking in with that belly breath, maybe. Good. Allow the feet to come back towards the mat. Tuck the tailbone down. Inhale the hips up to bridge. And exhale the hips down. Inhale the knees to chest. Head can be up or down. And then we start drawing our circles around with both knees. Now would be a good time to let the eyes close if they haven't already. And slowly switching the direction of our circle around with both knees. And then allow the knees to come back to the middle, and then cycle in opposite directions. And then slowly cycling in the reverse direction. So we allow the body to slow down, bring the knees to chest, and release the legs down to the mat. Adjusting your spine, removing any pressure points, rocking the legs in and out, leaving the arms away from the body with palms facing up. The neck and head are relaxed and released. The eyes are closed and soft as we allow our body and mind to rest in Shavasana. It's natural for the mind to wander. So when you find that it does, simply bring it back to the touch of your body on your mat and the sensation of your breathing. Keeping the eyes closed, we begin to draw our attention back to the present by wiggling our fingers and toes, moving around our wrists and ankles, rocking the legs slowly in and out and the head gently side to side. We slowly roll over onto our side, grabbing hold of this peaceful or perhaps even energetic feeling that we have. And once we have hold of it, we slowly push ourselves up and open our eyes. Inhaling the arms up overhead, exhaling down to heart center. Inhale and exhale. Once more together. The light in me honors and loves the light in you. Namaste.